right, Sunset Rewind, back at you again, 2025 Summer Series edition. We have some really special guests here today. The Sunset Rewind Street Team, we have Catalina Barrera of Edison High School, Emma Verns of Los Alamitos High School, and Iker Sarabia, who is a graduate of Los Alamitos, who's now playing football at Golden West, and he's going to be doing some reporting for us as well. Thank you so much for being here with us today. How's summer going so far?
Great.
Rough, yeah.
Never been in high school. So
Yeah,
different
yeah,
when you get
tough.
older. So listen, guys, the reason we brought you in is we wanted to introduce you guys to all the fans, and so they can look for you at the games this year. You all kind of have a unique connection to your programs. Why don't we just start with you, Catalina? How are you involved with Edison?
I'm involved with Edison. Well, I'm first in ASB, so I do go to the football games a lot. But my brother is a senior this year, and he's on the football team. He's a defensive end or a defensive tackle. And I just know a lot about the Edison football team from him.
And so do a lot of his friends come over and you get to kind of know the team?
I know, yeah, like a few of his friends I do know, but I'm not super close to them, obviously. But
do you have any of the coaches as teachers?
I do not.
Okay.
I know Coach Grady is a PE teacher, but that's pretty much all he does.
Okay. Emma, we go way back.
Yeah.
My wife and your mom went to elementary school together.
This is Emma's third season with us, correct?
It is.
You're the veteran. You're only a junior, but you're a 3-year starter.
Yeah.
You know a lot of the players because you basically grew up with them. What are you looking forward to the most this year covering Los Al?
I definitely know a lot more of the kids this year just because they're either in the grade above me or in my grade. So I'm just looking forward to having that connection with them. And then also just like it being my third year, I know a lot more about what to ask, what to say, and like definitely what to look for. So just kind of the familiarity of it. I'm really excited about that.
Real quickly, when you started this, you really didn't have a background in football,
No,
right?
not at all.
But I mean, how much have you learned in just a couple years?
Oh, so much.
So it makes it a lot easier. Your comfort
Yeah.
level's kind of gone up.
I definitely didn't need like that at first, but like as I got more into the seasons and wanted to ask more in-depth questions, I definitely focused and honed in more on like learning the game and stuff. But yeah.
So like when you're on the sideline or, after a game, do you ever ask like some of the Los Al players, hey, on that play in the third quarter, what was that? Like, are you getting like the football lingo and
Yeah.
all the strategies and why they're doing certain things?
For sure. I also ask a fun question in every interview just to like kind of keep it light and not super serious. Like if it's a like safari game, say, I'll ask, do you like safari or camo print better? And that just gives them kind of Alonzo last year had a great answer for that one, but I just ask something to keep it super fun.
So
All right.
Iker, you're an alumni of Los Alamitos now, recently graduated, so congratulations.
Thank you.
And you're moving on to Golden West, and you can continue your long snapping career there. What got you interested in doing reporting for Sunset Rewind?
I was part of the team for 4 years. I gave 4 years of blood, sweat, and time, and everything. So I have a much more depth of what the team actually is and how it operates from the inside. And I love football.
Before we started filming, you were going over a lot of Los Al stuff, including where a lot of your former teammates are going to college. You're talking to us about the coaching staff. Your knowledge of football is very impressive.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I spend I'm gonna say like 3 hours a day on X, just like in recruiting. But then I just keep absorbing knowledge and everything about football.
Before we ever brought you on, your younger sister, my daughter, played on the same flag football team. And
Correct, yeah.
I remember seeing the games. I asked your coach, Coach Cobley, and he had nothing but good things to say about you. So you're not only in with the players, you're kind of in with the coaches, so you can get that extra insight to add some more, depth to the reporting and the information you can get.
No, yeah, I'm very tight with the coaches, Coach Bo, Coach Fenn, and Coach Cobley, and Coach New, like all the coaches. I love all the coaches on the staff.
Now, are you still on Huddle?
Yeah, I'm still.
Don't lose that.
Yeah. I'll keep asking them. So now I'm on 3 huddles now. So yeah.
So you guys are all kind of involved with your programs, and you have a little more depth to what you're doing. I want to ask you, Catalina, about the program you're involved with. I think it's called SAC.
Yes.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I am an ASB, and I'm not in this branch, but we have a whole branch called Unified dedicated to SAC, and SAC has a lot to do with cheer and football because they go to football games, they cheer with our cheer program. There's the SAC barbecue that happens every year, and it's a fundraiser. And we also just have a lot of SAC events like SAC Surfarama, where they go to the beach and they surf. You have SAC baseball, where they play baseball. You have swim and volleyball, which is a super big event. And we have a super big program for
And what does that
our
stand
district.
for, did you say?
Special I don't.
It's okay, but it's with the special needs
Something cluster.
kiddos, and they get together with the athletes and the
Yeah,
cheerleaders
and
all that.
it's a really big program, and it's amazing.
So you're playing all these different sports with these kids.
Yes, and they just love it.
That's awesome. And you do something similar like that at Los Al too, right?
Yeah, so it's called Griff Friends, and we get we get a Kona ice truck at the end. So they play, I think it's softball with them, and it's all sports, but namely football. And then all of our football kids, they play with them. They get a buddy who's part of the special needs program, and then they just spend the day with them. So it's super nice, and it's just something super fun for them to do. So yeah, I'm also on ASB, so we have a big part in that, especially bringing out Mr. Griffin. They love that.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
the mascot. And
Yeah.
everything. So Iker, do you remember doing that when you were in high school?
Yeah, I remember doing that. But it was right after practice. We were all sweaty and stuff. So it could have been planned a little bit better, but it was a lot of fun.
You're a little fatigued after a long day of practice?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes you have to grind a little.
So Catalina, what motivated you to want to get into sideline reporting?
Well, I genuinely love football, and actually, I learned this year. This is my first year playing fantasy football. Actually,
wow.
this year.
I can't
And-
think of a better way to get to know
I know,
than
and
football than having
I
something on the line.
realized, yeah, and I realized how good I was, like knowing statistics and like who to pick on my team, and I kind of put that into like Edison. I was like, oh, I could really do this because I do want to like maybe do something in my future that has to do with communications. But I just like realized like, oh, I have a lot of knowledge on football, and I think I could use that.
Let's talk about that a little bit. Have you guys thought about what you want to do? No, look, it took me 10 years after graduating college to figure out
Yeah.
what I wanted to do. So I'm not trying to put you on the spot. But do you have a tentative idea of what you might want to do after graduation? We'll start with you, Catalina, just kind of go down
Well,
the line.
my main thing is I do want to be a nurse,
Okay.
which is something that like I've had for a little, like that's a dream that I've had for a little bit. But I do want to like do something in college with communications, like I said.
Do you have a dream college that you'd like to go
Michigan.
to? Michigan.
Go Big Blue.
Wow. How about you, Emma?
Yeah, I could definitely see myself doing something like this in the future because I'm very social and I'm just a very good public speaker, so I could definitely see myself doing something in this field. And I think I want to go to Boulder for college. I don't know.
Colorado.
Where my sister went. See you.
Iker, what
Prime
about
time.
you? I mean, I know you're at Golden West, so dream college. You can get a football scholarship anywhere out of Golden West.
It was going to be Northern Arizona, but
Okay.
Lumberjacks.
yeah, I wanted to be a lumberjack, but probably would be Stanford or Vanderbilt.
And you got the grades, if I remember correctly,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yeah.
Do you know what you want to major in yet?
Pre-medicine.
Pre-med. Ooh.
So now, by the way, you
Impressive.
play football, but you're just a long snapper only, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you familiar with a guy named David Ben?
David Ben from.
He went to Cal. He played 18 years in the NFL for the Chargers as a long snapper only. So there is a career
You could
path.
have a career
Just
path in the
Look
NFL.
him up, David
I know. Yeah,
Ben.
I know the Patriots drafted Julian Ashby of Vanderbilt as a long snapper, and they just released.
It's a
Jason-
specialty.
Yeah.
We coached a young man at Cypress way back when named Brian Chacon, who was an old lineman, and he parlayed that into playing at the University of Arizona as a long snapper.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of opportunities out there for a long snapper.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's a exact science, and it's a specialty, and not everybody can do it.
No, yeah, I love it though, because I wasn't a very good receiver, so
Well, you played with some ringers in your defense.
Yeah,
I mean, you got
yeah,
a guy at
you
You had
SC,
some
a
pretty
guy
good
at-
guys on that
yeah,
team.
I was going
Northwestern.
against Ethan O'Connor, Devin Porch, Makai Lemon. It was.
Had some really good defensive backs too.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
Yeah, it wasn't too easy, but I found long snapping, keeps my brain healthy,
Yeah.
and I can just continue to play football.
Well, let's throw some bones to the guys playing at the next level from both your schools. You had talked about one of your seniors that just committed.
Devin Blake, yes,
Okay.
he committed to Sacramento State just recently because he had a lot of offers like from Hawaii, Northern Arizona. He had, a lot of offers, and he just recently committed.
Sac State has just been bringing in
Yeah,
rings.
they are,
Like, I don't know
yeah,
what
yeah.
they're doing up there, but they're getting
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 star.
Coach Marion they're selling $35 million of NIL from collecting.
Wow.
all
Hey,
over
money
Sacramento.
talks. There you go. Look for
Wow,
Sac
there you
State.
go.
Yeah.
And then Los Al, let's talk about, you got a couple guys who've committed. Since we had the team on a week ago, of course,
Yeah.
all the announcements came the next day. So give us an update on that.
So we have Beckham at Boise, which
Okay.
we thought he was gonna go Texas Tech.
Right.
But he changed up, did Boise. Yeah.
And then how about the Force of Freedom?
Yeah, Jackson.
Jackson Renger, Cornell.
Cornell, another smart guy.
Yeah, must have good grades. And then, of course, Lenny Ibarra.
Oh yeah.
Going to
West Point.
West Point, committing to
So-
the Army.
You know, you cover the top schools, they play at the next level as well. What are you guys looking forward to the most coming into this season? let me start with you, Emma, only because you're like the veteran here.
Okay.
Let me ask it this way. What do you like the most about it, and are you worried about anything or a little nervous about anything?
I definitely like just connecting with the team. I think it's super fun. Something I'm nervous about. I don't know, maybe just like being talked over. Like, it's so loud on the sidelines, and so if you get
We've
good.
got these new road devices we're going to hook you guys up with,
Yeah.
just by the way, because the ambient noise after a game is ridiculous, and you're competing with the band, the crowd.
And we got to give a shout out to Emma's cameraman.
Oh yeah,
Nick
my dad.
Burns.
Daddy Burns.
Yeah.
But yeah, my advice, definitely get a good mic, because then your interviews are just you're not gonna be able to post them. They're gonna be so sorry, am I not
We have a button.
Taryn, you okay, buddy?
Can we put that X from, what's that show where they, Gene Dawson?
Oh, Family Feud.
Family Feud. That's all right.
Let's have a dolphin noises.
Yeah.
All right, yes.
There you go.
How about you, Catalina? What are you looking forward to?
Well, we are coming off a state championship. So
Oh, yeah.
It's very, it's going to be intense this season because I know they want to do the best they can and they really want to bring another one home. So I think it's just going to be so exciting and they're just going to play their best.
Do the kids kind of know you're coming to be the sideline reporter?
I know a few of them do, but I don't think it's big news.
Okay, well, it's about to be. So
Yeah.
look for Catalina on the sideline, guys. She's going to make you famous.
Iker, you're going to be very busy this fall with football and doing some reporting.
It's perfect because my sister's been going to the games, so I'm gonna be driving her because I live a minute from the school. So it works.
Nice.
I don't have to sweat to get to the games.
So, all three of you, what is your best football memory to date? And we'll start with you, Catalina.
Ooh, just like in general?
Yeah, like watching your brother play all these years and being at Edison games.
I remember the Bell game. I think the Bell game is just always so fun. But I just remember what he played last year at it, and I just remember hearing his name and like the announcements. And I don't remember what it was for, but I just remember
Just really cool. Hey, that's my
yeah,
big bro.
Exactly.
Mine is definitely, we were at Mission Viejo and my dad was filming on the sidelines and
That field goal that did go in?
No,
That
but-
did go in?
yeah.
but also that game, my dad was filming and he wasn't paying attention
I
and
know.
Devon came in and he just rammed into my dad and like picked up my dad and carried him to the fence.
That
It
was the overtime game, right?
Yeah.
The 34-20.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
that was, like,
Sorry to bring that up, Iker.
Rough game.
it was like such a funny moment and my dad was like shook from it. I was like, that's what you
For
get
those of you who
filming.
don't know, Devon Mitchell looked like he played tight end in the NFL as a senior in high school. I mean, he was massive. And
Yes.
I think the lesson from that, Nick, was we always keep our head up when we're on the sideline.
And on a swivel.
Yes.
Iker, what's your best memory of playing football?
For sure, winning a league my junior year easily is the best memory and Los Al, the rivalry for Edison. I don't want to say like hatred, but like
No, that's all right.
you're
SC,
really
UCLA, Ohio State, Michigan.
Well, yeah, I got involved in that last year. So,
Yeah.
Maybe we
but-
can do something special this year.
yeah.
But it's good when we beat them. We love it.
Well, listen, the reason we brought you on, like I said, was to kind of introduce yourself to the fans and so they can kind of look for you on the sidelines. In addition to sideline reporting at Sunset Rewind, we've got things like video production, influencing, editing. I mean, there's a whole medley of things. If you go to our website, you can actually see
SunsetRewind.com.
the things we're looking for. Is there anything you guys would like to share with us that we didn't bring up or any shout outs?
No,
We're
pretty
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you guys ready for football season?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
excited.
And it's almost here.
Well, thanks for being here. We really appreciate it and look forward to a great season. Thank you to James Krupe and Olivia Kramer and Trevor Emerson for producing this show today. As always, Taryn Rodriguez.
Yes.
Thank you to our special guests, Nick Verns and Sean Pfeiffer.
Give Catalina a ride. That's a big deal.
We'll be back soon with another episode. Until then, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Take care. Have a great day. And God bless.